has requested that we ask you to leave, and then whatever business you have to pick up, you can take up with corporate.
Right, but I don't think I haven't done anything. Why do I have to leave?
Because she wants you to.
Is there a law that says that I have to leave your office?
It's her place. Yeah, it's her place, and if she doesn't want you here for whatever conflict you guys had, then yeah, she can refuse you to come.
Can I share with you what happened, and then you can tell me if this is okay? So I've been coming here for 2 years, and in fact, I've left my cord before.
Just step over here, because she's
Sure.
trying to get in there.
And the manager or the employee who works there saved it for me because I'm here so often. Here, I come here probably once or twice a week, and so a lot of people who work here know me by face. And I left my charging cord, and he saved it for me for when I come back. So that's how frequently I'm here, but I've never seen her. So she came up to me, and I was working on my laptop, and she said, you need to purchase something to use the Wi-Fi. And I said, actually, Dunkin' Donuts has free Wi-Fi. And she told another gentleman who was across from me, next to me. And he said, yeah, we don't have to. And she said, yes, you do. And I said, can you tell me your position? And she said, quality assurance manager or something like that. And I said, is this a new policy? And she said, well, we require it. And I said, you really can't require consumers to spend their money unless you have that posted as a policy. Otherwise, it's arbitrary. And she said, well, fine, I'm calling somebody. And she said, does this mean that you're not going to buy coffee? And I said, I plan to, but I just sat down. But I'm not going to do it because you mandate it. And so she got upset and she walked off. And I said, are you calling the police because I said no to you? And she just kept walking. And so I got up and I asked to see her. I actually called the corporate office, but it was a 25-minute wait. So I got up and I asked for her card. And her employee told me that she's the owner, which is different from quality assurance. So I asked her, I said, do you own this? And she said, yes, I don't tell people that. And I said, as a franchisee, you're under Dunkin' Donuts umbrella. And there are policies and laws that they hold across locations. And she said, no, I have the right to decide as a franchisee. And I said, well, I just want you to know I'm going to call corporate and I'm going to make sure, because I have to tell you, there are several people here, but I'm brown and this guy is brown and you're forcing us. And she goes, oh, now I'm calling the police because you're accusing me of racial profiling. And I said, that's what it feels like. I've been here for years, and I go to Dunkin' Donuts around the nation, and I've never, and in fact, I did a search, and it shows there are several lists that asks best places for free Wi-Fi, and Dunkin' Donuts is consistently on top, and in fact, they compare to Starbucks all the time. And I shared with her, if it were required to make a purchase, there would be a code. That's what businesses do, where you have to enter in the password if they want you to make a purchase prior to signing in. And she said, well, I'm going to order signs. And she said, but I'm calling the police now. And I said, why? And she said, because you're offending me. And I said, that's not a crime. And I said, I'm trying to tell you what you're doing. And she said, don't start the racial profiling. It's in my family. And I said, you don't get to say it's in my family. I'm a black woman and I exist in the world and I know what it feels like. So, and she goes, oh, so now you're telling me that I don't matter or what I'm doing. And she said, I'm calling the police. And I said, okay, I'll wait, because I don't want to be accused of running. I've not done anything. And she said, plus you're recording me without my permission. And I said, Virginia's a one-party consent state. I don't need your permission. I can record with the police. The courts have decided that. And she just walked off, and she said, you can take your recording and go wherever you go. And I said, fine. And so I sat back down until you arrived. Okay. So we had an argument. And if I have to leave, I will. Obviously, if you tell me to, I'm going to comply. But I have not done anything wrong here that would require me to leave. It's absolutely, I think what she's doing is arbitrarily deciding. She said, and then she said it was a safety issue. And I said, what's a safety issue? And she said, purchasing Wi-Fi, because we have people hang out and cause problems. And I said, do you know how racially motivated that sounds? Like, I'm sitting here, what problem would purchasing a cup of coffee prevent?
They have had problems here in the past, people that come here and loiter. And that's what she's talking about. It doesn't have anything to do. That doesn't have anything to do with color. I mean,
absolutely.
We come here all the time for people that loiter, right?
Absolutely,
so,
but I'm clearly not. And her, right? Okay, you're correct, officer. You don't, because but her employees know me, and I buy coffee here all the time. I work here all the time, and in fact, I choose to come to this one rather than the one that's actually closer to my house because it's not as busy. But I work here all the time, and it's the first time I've met the owner, so it's offensive for her to require that I do something that's free in every other Dunkin' Donuts location, and I told her so.
Yeah,
and then she calls the police to have me removed.
Yeah, you're going to take that up with corporate.
I will.
We have nothing to do with that.
Absolutely.
This is kind of like, it's her place, and if she doesn't want you here because of the Wi-Fi and not purchasing, that's between you and corporate.
Okay. But that's actually not why she asked me to leave. She asked me to leave because I asked her if it was racially motivated, and she got upset, and she said, get out. And I said, because your feelings are hurt.
Well, she explained to me that the reason she wants you to leave is because you're not